Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and today I am going to be doing another nail stamping tutorial or nail stamping with me because this one was a tough one and it looked like it was going to be easy. I thought it was going to be easy, but this was a challenge. So today we're going to be doing the plaid nails for holiday. I am a big fan of plaid. If you can't tell, I love plaid anything. I love plaid clothes. I love plaid things. So of course I wanted to try my hand at some plaid nails. And this one was tough because I wanted to do not only plaid nails, but I wanted to do matte plaid nails for just like a different effect. And you can stamp on matte polish, but you have to do things a little bit quicker. Like I had to really move fast, so I apologize if you don't see exactly the image before I stamp it. So I was in a rush because I realized that that was going to be a challenge, but you can do it. It is possible. And just a few things that we're going to use for today, and then I'll show you a little bit more when I change camera angles. We're going to be using Zoya's Posh. That's what I used on my right hand. I think this is a really pretty matte holiday red. And then on my other hand, we're going to be using China Glaze. This is Combat Blutes. This is a really pretty blue. Like I really enjoy this blue. I think it's really a gorgeous matte, and it came out in their recent collection. So those are the two polishes we're going to be using. And then the stamping polish I used this for the first time. This is Bundle Monster, and this is Straight Up Black. So that's what's stamped over my nails. Now, this is really why this was such a pain in the butt. The black is so hard to clean. Am I alone in this? Nail stamping friends, please tell me. Am I doing something wrong? Because this, I mean, just stamping black polish, I've noticed it. It's really hard to like clean up around the cuticles. So you'll notice I kind of gave up at a certain point and I just kind of shut the camera off. But you will see what the finished product looks like. I am happy how it turned out, but this took a lot longer than expected. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you everything I used and we'll get right into it. Okay guys, so here's the products that we're going to be using for today's manicure, and I've dropped my little stamper. This is the Born Pretty Clear Jelly Stamper. This is really great, especially when you're trying to place lines so that you're lining things up. It's very easy to see through this. And then for cleanup, we're going to use the e.l.f. Professional Concealer Brush. This is a great $1 brush, very cheap. You can get it online or in the drugstore, perfect for cleanup. And then we're going to be using a scraper card. This is just one of my favorites from Uber Chic Beauty. And then we're going to be using the Moyu London Hipster Plate. This is in the 06 plate, and I really like this. I love plaid. Plaid is just one of my favorite patterns, and this one comes with all types of plaid. And then for our polish I showed you earlier, this is a blue from China Glaze. It's called Combat Blutes. Very pretty, gorgeous matte polish. And then for the other hand, we're going to be using this gorgeous Zoya. This is called Posh, and it is just another red matte as well. And then from Bundle Monster, we're using this Poly Peel. It's a nice protective barrier to the skin. And then for our stamping polish, this is going to be also from Bundle Monster. It's called Straight Up Black. And then I'm also using my brand new mini mat. This is called the Workshop Mini Your Magic from Moyu London. And again, it's kind of cool. I love that they have a really pretty pattern on their mat. And then for base coat, I'm going to be using my Beauty Secrets from Sally's, one of my favorites. And then for cleanup and also to clean our plates, we're going to be using the Pure Acetone from Beauty Secrets as well. And then also for cleaning up our stamper, we're just going to be using a standard lint roller. And then also this is an ultra hands down cotton pad. It's lint free, and we're going to use this for cleanup. So to get started, I'm just going to pull off this blue film on this little stamping plate. This is the first time that I have used these patterns. And also to prep the nails, I'm going to be going in with my Beauty Secrets base coat. Again, this just kind of helps smooth out any ridges and prepares the polish to go on very nice and smoothly. And then the left hand, we are going to do Combat Blutes from China Glaze. And again, I'm just going to try to do this. Don't have to be perfect because we're going to come in and do cleanup anyway, but I'm trying to do it quickly with quick strokes because matte polish does tend to dry very quickly. So I'm trying not to mess with it too much. These are one coat polishes, which is great because you don't have to go back over them. So you're ready to stamp after they dry. And then while they are drying, I am putting on the Poly Peel from Bundle Monster. This is a great way to kind of help save your cleanup. You do need to wait for these to dry though. That would be my first tip. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, I'm just going to be painting over the image that I want and scraping it at a 45-degree angle and then rolling over it with my stamper. And again, I had to work kind of fast with these because being a matte base, I was really worried that this would not stick very well, and so you do have to kind of work a little bit quicker than usual, but it actually stamped over matte pretty well. So I was kind of surprised that that was easy to do, easier than I thought it would be able to do. And of course, again, you just see me there cleaning up on my jelly stamp. Every time I stamp, I do have to clean up on that stamper on the lint roller. And so again, I'm just taking up my time and I'm trying to line up the lines so it looks kind of standard. I'm using different types of plaid, again, just to test them out and play with them. I think this manicure actually turned out pretty cool. This plate and the jelly stamper picked up really well. I really didn't have a ton of issues with that. The biggest issue I have with this black polish is really that it's just kind of messy. It really smudges everywhere when I was trying to clean up, but it went on the nail fairly nice and fairly easily. There you can see my poly peel wasn't quite dry, so I kind of I should have waited a minute longer because they were starting to stick together and peel off, so I had to redo some of the poly peels. So now we're moving on to my right hand, which I painted red with the Zoya, and again, these went on extremely well too. I felt like I had a little bit more time because I guess I slowed down a little bit, and so it wasn't as hard as it was, I guess, on the first round. I was really worried about it drying quickly, especially not being able to stamp over matte, because normally I do a top coat, and normally that works out really well, but again, you can do it over matte, you just have to be a little bit quicker. So again, I'm just using that same method. I'm picking up and then placing, being careful to try to line it up how I would like on the nail. So again, I'm taking that little ultra cotton pad and I'm just using the pure acetone to clean off this plate. Again, that black was super messy. I felt like it really smudged all over and it was very difficult. So now here you just see me pulling off the poly peel, which again did help protect my finger and prevented me from doing too much cleanup. But even with the poly peel, this stuff does come off great. It comes off in one swipe, so I really do like it. I definitely think it is a must-have for stampers. But then I had to kind of go back in because you can still see I had a lot of cleanup to do. So I'm using that e.l.f. brush and I'm just trying to go around the nail and clean up. But the one thing that made this challenging, this cleanup took lots of time. Normally cleanup doesn't take this long, especially when you used a poly, some type of latex barrier. Normally it's super easy to clean up, but what I found was that the black is just so hard because it just starts to smudge everywhere and it starts to bleed once you put that acetone on it. So for me, I had to keep trying to get the black off, and again, I tried really hard to show you, but I had to just cut the camera off because it took way too long, because eventually I got it, but it was just taking forever to get that black off. But this is the finished product, guys, and I really did enjoy how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, and again, stamping is a journey. I feel like I am on this journey. I'm learning how to stamp better. I am not a professional. I just really enjoy it and I think it's fun, and I'm trying to improve my skills, so I tried to do something a little bit different and it was a little bit more challenging. Thought it would be easy, but it was a little challenging, but I do love how these nails turned out. Let me know, guys, what you are loving with stamping. What have you learned? If you can share any tips in the comments below. I always love to, get better at stamping, so please feel free to leave me some tips. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I will talk to you soon, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!